Hey, this is Andrew from AJS Woodworks. In this video, we're going to be rotating the tires on a Chevy Cruze. So this is everything you need. You need jack stands, a jack, a wrench with a 19mm socket, and a breaker bar. And then you also need a torque wrench. So we'll go ahead and take our wrench with our 19mm socket, as well as our breaker bar, and we'll go around to all of the lug nuts on all four wheels and loosen them up. I like to set it up first like this, get the biggest wrench I have along with my 19mm socket, and then get my breaker bar. This thing cost me like 10 bucks, or you can go ahead and spend like 70 bucks on an actual breaker bar, but if you want a cheap breaker bar, this is the way to go. Just slide that on. And then go ahead and loosen up all of the lug nuts just like that. Now I just went around to all four wheels and loosened all of the lug nuts. You don't need them loose enough to unscrew with your hands, although this one is. This one's not. You just need to break them so that you don't have to spin the wheel to loosen it once you get the wheel elevated. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and jack it up. And you can see the jack point there. There's also a jack point up there, and then the same on the other side. All right, so I've got it jacked up pretty well on this side, and then I have the jack stand in place there, jack stand in place there. We'll go ahead and lower it down, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So now I have it slowly lowered onto the jack stands, and really don't need that much length on the jack stands. That's just a couple notches up, and you can see we got plenty of space under there to remove the tire. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Now we got this end jacked up. Let's see if we can slide this jack stand under. It looks like it'll clear. Now I've got this one under. I don't quite have enough space to get it up another notch, but I'm gonna go ahead and lower it down over there first before I jack it up way too high. All right, so this one initially was not keeping the tire off the ground, but you just bring the jack over to this one at the very end, jack up next to it, just so you can get enough to get that up another notch, and then now all of our tires are off the ground. Now we have all of the tires off, and we can go ahead and rotate them. This is the front wheel, and on the Chevy Cruze, the front tires go straight back to the rear, and the rear tires cross over. So I'll show you what that means. So basically, this tire, front tire, will go straight back here to the driver's side rear, and this driver's side rear tire will go to the front, but it'll cross over to the passenger side front. So it went from the driver's side rear to the passenger side front. So passenger side rear will go to the driver's side front, and the passenger side front will go to the passenger side rear. Now when I put the tire back on, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the lug nuts on, but I'm not gonna tighten them down all the way yet. I'll just get them fairly firm. I like to see the back side of the wheel up against the hub, nice and flush against it on all sides. As long as I have the lug nuts tight enough to do that, then I'm happy with it, and then I'll go ahead and lower the vehicle. All right, now we'll tighten them down to get them firm. No need to tighten them down all the way, but we'll do it in a star pattern. That way it tightens down evenly. And then once we lower the vehicle, then we can use a torque wrench and tighten it down the rest of the way. So we'll go ahead and take the jack stands down now. We just want it just enough so that we can slide both of our jack stands out. And then we'll slowly lower it down. Now you want to take your torque wrench and set it to 100 foot-pounds, and we'll go ahead and tighten down all the lug nuts. And there you go. You got your tires rotated. Everything's torqued down correctly. If you have any questions about the process, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. And if you need anything, any of the tools in this video, I have them linked in the description below. Thanks for watching.